Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day. As some of you may know, I have aspirations in my life to be a music producer, and I'm really new at this. I haven't been doing music production for very long, probably only a few months, but I can say that there have been a few things that I've learned about getting into music production that I thought I would share with you guys today. For today's video, here are 5 things I've learned about getting into music production. Number 1. Alright, first thing I've learned about getting into music production is that equipment is not everything. This is nice, but you don't need it. This is also nice, but you don't necessarily need this. This is very helpful if you're trying to record like instruments. This is called an audio interface. This is what lets you route like a guitar or something like that directly into a computer. But you don't necessarily need this either to become a music producer. In fact, to start learning things about music production, you don't even necessarily need a computer. There's tons of like mobile apps that can teach you how to do like music production, or at least kind of get you started on a little bit of like how the workflow goes. Like for computer, there's Cakewalk by BandLab, and I know of one called LMMS, and those are great free programs that you can use. And then also on mobile devices, I know that the same people that make Cakewalk make an app called BandLab, and that's great too. Like, you can honestly make music out of almost anything. You'd be surprised with how many tools you have at your fingertips to get into music production. While equipment does make your workflow nicer and it can make things sound better, it's not going to automatically make you sound better. I made this mistake by like trying to put off my learning as a music producer off by saying like, oh, I don't have the gear for it, I can't do it yet because I don't have the stuff that'll help me sound good. I think I had like the false idea that once I had this gear, then I just magically become a really good producer. But it's not in the gear at all. It's all in the knowledge. You have to learn it. Tip number 2, going off of learning things, learn as much as you can. Like, if you really want to start getting into music production, start grinding for it. Like, seriously, just start learning anything you can. There's YouTube videos. If you can meet anybody who knows music production, you can learn things from them. There's plenty of resources on YouTube where you can go learn music production. And there's plenty of articles and books that you can read about music production to learn things that way as well. Honestly, I remember reading, this sounds weird, but I remember reading an article about Elon Musk, about how he got like, apparently he's like self-taught in some sort of physics, and that's how he got into like the whole space thing. And he taught himself that stuff by reading books. At least that's what the article said. So if you want to learn something, just like inhale all the information. Just find anything and everything you can relating to the subject you're trying to learn about. Tip number 3. Number 3 is a hard one to swallow, but it's true. Your first projects as a producer will suck. I'm sorry, but they'll suck. And I speak from experience. My first projects, it sucks. Like, it just doesn't sound good. That's okay. Do what you can at the time. Just keep working at it, and your projects will get better. But just know, like, don't let the idea of your project sucking keep you away from learning how to do music production, because that's just kind of how it goes. It's like learning an instrument. Your first attempts at it will suck, but the more you keep at it, the better you'll get. And along that line is tip number 4. Tip number 4 is production is exactly the same thing as like learning a musical instrument. It takes time. It doesn't come instantly. Music production takes time. It is just because you're on a computer doesn't mean that it makes it any easier to learn than any other kind of program or instrument or anything. It takes time to learn how to get used to the interface. It takes time to learn what everything does. It takes time to not just learn what everything does, but learn how to apply all that information in a useful manner to reach the point where that information becomes intuitive to you. It takes time to learn how to produce music, and that's okay. I'm learning still, and that's the attitude that any brand new music producer should have. And tip number 5 is one I need to tell myself more than anything, honestly, and that's to have fun with it. If you're so caught up in like the perfectionism of music production straight off the bat, it's not going to be fun for you. which is a problem I have because like I just want to be good at music production instantly, but that's not how it works. And so honestly, the only thing you can do is just to have fun with it. Just create what you want to create. Doesn't matter if it doesn't sound good. Like, there's a joy in creating stuff, and that's what matters. And so just go at it. Just do it. Just do it! So that's my 5 tips for music production. Another thing you might be wondering is why would I listen to somebody who has no idea what he's doing with music production? And that's because I might not be in the spot to give you tips about like actual like technical music production, but I can tell you that those 5 things are things that I've learned for myself already and that I'm still trying to tell myself, like the have fun with it one. I'm not very good at that because there's like a pressure, since I'm trying to make music production a career, there is a little bit of a pressure in getting good at it soon because I feel like, even though I'm only 21, I feel like I'm somehow running out of time, which maybe that's another thing, is that you're never too old to start anything. The whole like idea that you're too old to start something and that you're running out of time to do it, I don't think that's true. Anyway, thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out the other videos on my channel. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and comment with any other video ideas you might have for me, and we'll see you guys next time.
You said the same thing I told ya. My eyes are clear, there's no secret. I wanna know